together and then we make a quick discussion after everything. Maybe every week 2 videos of 2 different professions or career. Could be any kind of career, engineering, all the way to lawyer, artistic, so just kind of video clips. And then the session maybe 30 minutes. It's in a small group. It shouldn't be a big group in my opinion. Because I think you need to give them a platform to speak and then ask questions. Maybe this is good, maybe this is not good. Back to the question, it's unfair to question what they like because they don't have the information of what they can work with. So I suggest more exposure. We have YouTube now, so there's no more excuse that we are not able to expose ourselves. But we just need someone, a teacher perhaps, to choose the right one to show them, and then I think this will really inspire the students. You never know. Some of them want to become a doctor, or anthropologist, I have always been made fun of. You don't simply just go and do some courses that study the colony of ants. What's the future of that? I said, no, not necessarily. You should just close this kind of session for them, in our opinion. So I hope that answers you. Any more questions from the floor about communication design? Yeah.
Thian. I'm quite lucky to have found my passion early in my life. My passion is to teach others to find their own passion. And I see that you focuses on the collaborative platform and also the discussion to have independent thinking. But Thai education is not facilitating that kind of thinking. We have been teaching the student in front of the class, me for one, with 25 or 30 students. The student asks questions and I'm the one who gives them the answers. And I am the new generation, teachers in the new generation, and I'm trying to move away from that kind of teaching. And we are working together now. So I would like to know what is your solution? What is your methods trying to break down that lecture-based mindset so that I can prepare my students to be compatible with your courses?
Last question.
Okay. This is from my experience, though, right? This kind of brings me back to my first year teaching as well. Actually, in the teaching field, I have like 4 years experience now, right? One thing that I spot is, of course, the system of our education is the one that blocking the concern that you have, right? The traditional teaching now is about, as you said, you are the one giving them the knowledge, right? And then, actually, my solution is to be their friend. I don't know if we can apply that on the primary or secondary school or not. But now, it's kind of lucky that in the university side we are more independent, right? But one thing that I learned is I have to adapt myself to them. I mean, like in the first year of teaching, I giving them knowledge out from the books. Okay, the book said that, so I giving them that. Okay, they learn. But some people sleep, playing games and stuff like that, right? And then I have to adapt myself back. I have to redoing the lessons after that, to giving them time to give me back their response as well, like asking questions, some mini games, which I don't know if it work or not, stuff like that. But I learned that when we trigger their interesting, then they will give it back our heart. I mean, like, and I think it's the same thing as we liking something, we start to let something into our heart, then we are automatically interested on that, right? And then when student into the lesson you give, then no matter what is hard, you can give all the knowledge back to them. By the way, I'm teaching research methodologies. One of the class that's kids obviously but they're full of text, right? And then I like to challenge that. I remove all the text from my slide and putting on the pictures, and I be the one talking about it, not reading the slide to them, right? They are stop taking the photos of my text right now, but they are the one who really want my slides and my teaching. They start to record my teaching stuff like that. So I think we are the one who need to adapt to that kind of teaching as well. And then when they are into the thing that we want to talk, they can automatically listen to us, right? And of course, I think it's about our relationship between them, right?
Yeah. Allow me to make the last one.
Yeah.
I come from Malaysia, so we share the same problem. Okay, I myself, I've been many years in the university as a student and as also a teaching staff, teaching assistants, and then play different kind of roles. So in order to break free, I think schools maybe should give them some kind of platform again. Okay, maybe it's a club, you know, design club or observational clubs. You know, you can categorize them and then give them different materials. I think that's really useful for me. I learned a lot from my extracurriculum classes then in the classroom. Actually, that's how it, as I look back, how it triggers me towards this, where I am. I think secondly, it's about linguistic approach. How? A study about a language. Okay, ask them to learn, whether or not in Thai, doesn't matter, but about presentation and communication. For example, they can still use the black box. I don't hate the black box that much, okay? I call them the black box because it sucks you in. We can always go out and then give them a task. Okay, today you can just make sure you go and take some photos around your surrounding. Give them a framework. Maybe today is about the backyard of your home. Take some photos, bring those photos, print them out, 10 pictures, display them on the wall, and ask them to tell the story and make sense out of what's going on. Why do you like the little chickens out there? Why? So again, you ask questions for them. I think teachers are important to help them to facilitate this. Why? Why do you like this? What's the reason why you do this one? Why? So I think all this kind of questioning will help them to develop that curiosity engine. It shouldn't be just one way, but they can raise questions out. Yeah.
And I think the other thing is about we are allowed them to. I think because they are get used to a culture of teaching that they are the one who receive.
Yeah.
Not the one giving back. But now, as I mentioned earlier, we mentioned about we are working together, we giving them back, they're giving us back either, right? So we kind of like a share.
Yeah.
And then when they know that they can share, they can talk, they can speak, they can tell how they feel and what is their learnings from yesterday. People are watching this, and I really love this, and getting this knowledge from Bupe Saniwa. And then giving back some knowledge that I never know. And I'm fascinating. And then we can work together. That is how we break free from the old school teaching that they are allowed to work with us. I think that's the core of our programs.
Yeah, that's how we start our projects. We say, go pick out a few things from the garden. Huh? So they went to pick
do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the garden has so many things. Some of them bring us a branch. Some others bring us a dead animal and say, oh no. So there's lots of things to go on. But then we help them to question. I think this kind of questioning will set a good engine to whichever program that will come along. Yeah. So yeah.
Thank you very much for your very difficult questions, actually. Okay. You know, I'm thinking while I'm listening to the question, how can I answer this? Okay, but I think our adjuncts are very able, and you can see that we encourage open-mindedness. Okay, and I think it's very important in today's world, as you have mentioned. And I think for you as an educator, me being a lecturer, I think that's a very important step. You reflect on what you're doing. I think that's very, very important, and I think you're on the right track. So, I'm not going to say much more because I think it's time for a break. So, let us have coffee together. We finished the first half of the morning. Let me just tell you that our lecturers from the ID and Communication Design program will still be around outside, and if you still want to ask questions to them informally, please approach them. So, please enjoy coffee break, and let's come back after 15 minutes. Okay, please go ahead.